She literally is like a kitty cat in a reptile body. Right, Bells? There's probably no snake that wows people more than my girl Perdita. Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to the vlog. I'm not exactly sure what time it is, but it sure is early. I hope the start of your day is absolutely incredible. We are road tripping to New England Reptile Distributors in New Hampshire, so it's going to be a little bit of a boring 14-hour drive ahead of us. So I thought to myself, it would be a really good day to just go ahead and shoot a Reptile Zoo Tour, cage by cage. So yesterday I shot that. Let's go ahead and check that out. Obviously I'm on the road to Nerd right now, and I figured no better time to do a Reptile Zoo Tour than when I'm on the road, because listen, 14 hours in a car is going to be pretty boring. I don't think you guys are going to want to see that. So as soon as you walk in the door, of course, the first thing you're going to really see is either Guac up here or Bowser's tank right here. And of course, Bowser is a 40-plus-year-old alligator snapping turtle that weighs almost 100 pounds. He's absolutely a prehistoric beast, and we love him to death. And the kids absolutely love getting right down here and getting an opportunity to see Bowser in there. What an amazing, cool animal. And of course, there's Guac's cage, the Meller's chameleon, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful animal. Of course, the largest chameleon species on the continent of Africa. And a lot of people ask us, because look at, you can see the ponds here, his cage there. A lot of people are like, how do you get to that cage? I mean, you can't really get to it to do anything. Well, I'll show you guys a little secret. Of course, the secret door right here leads us into the back room where we can see all of the stuff back here. And this is how we actually get to them. You can kind of see right here. And there's Guac right there. Hey Guac, what's going on? He doesn't like it much when I open his cage from behind. Next up we have the tortoises over here, of course, leopard tortoises and Speedy, and they are really cool. I usually just jump right in here, and when the kids come we give them little lettuce leaves so that they can feed them. They're absolutely incredible. What's up, Speedy? Want some food, Speedy? Next up, of course, is Lucy's cage. I mean, definitely one of the more impressive snake cages that I have. There's no doubt about that. Lucy is amazing, and of course, she's an 8-year-old tiger reticulated python that sometimes loves you and sometimes, well, doesn't so much love you. Regardless, she definitely is a lot of work because you have to climb in and clean her constantly, but I absolutely love the way she looks in here. There's Pickles, the Bee-Ock green tree python. Oh my God, I just love the way she looks. Green tree pythons make such amazing display animals, and Pickles typically is a really sweetheart. It doesn't come out to play with people, but definitely looks awesome in her cage. This guy's not overly impressive now, but it's a male veil chameleon, and of course, as he gets older, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. As for now, we're just feeding him a bunch, and he's definitely suspect, saying, hey, don't touch me. He definitely doesn't like to be handled. Sticking with chameleons, we actually have a male and 3 female Jacksons. Of course, the male Jacksons have those beautiful horns, and the females are over here. She's looking a little chunky. Maybe there's some baby Jackson's chameleons on the way. In this beautiful cage right by the banyan tree, there's actually a really gorgeous tiger reticulated python that just is absolutely beautiful. And then right beneath it is Snaz here. Of course, this is the Burmese python that's absolutely incredible. Dog tame, loves to come out. I mean, just look at how beautiful Snaz is. And of course, this is the one that my friend Rhonda gave us that had him since he was a little guy and just really put tons and tons of time into habituating him to be handled. He is definitely a crowd favorite for sure. We actually have 4 Argentine horned frogs, including Snoop Frog here. Look at how big he's getting. Oh my gosh, that thing is absolutely incredible. And then this one here is gorgeous. This is a strawberry pineapple Pac-Man frog. Oh my God, what a little chunker. Back to another chameleon. Of course, Karma, the nosy bee panther chameleon. Oh my God. He is such a cool animal, and he's loving his new big cage. And the thing that I find interesting about these chameleons, of course we know they love these branches, but one of the things I didn't expect is they will literally climb on these rock walls behind, which I think is absolutely awesome. And then there's Daisy, but she's actually in shed, so let's just go ahead and go in the cage and see how she's doing. How you doing, honey? You doing okay? You gonna get ready to shed in the next day or two? You're a good girl. Oh my gosh. And of course, when she's not in shed, we pull her out at night, and the kids absolutely love the fact that we can pull out a 19-foot amazing reticulated python like Daisy. Titan, he hangs out way up in the corner of this cage. That seems to be his favorite place. There's no doubt when I ask people what their favorite animal at the zoo is, a big majority of them say my girl Bella. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing today? You loving all the attention, honey? Oh, you're such a good girl. absolutely love this animal. She literally is like a kitty cat in a reptile body. Right, Bells? And then there's Abasuku, the night Nile monitor. He actually just hangs out here. A lot of times she's up on the rocks right over here, and then a lot of times in the water. Of course, my friend Bryce over in South Africa said that Abasuku means night in Zulu, and that's why we named her Abasuku. Here's Fetty Wap's cage. Fetty, you doing good, buddy? Oh my gosh, he's great. And again, we get him out almost every night. Kids love Fetty Wap the bearded dragon. And I know that you guys aren't surprised that I'm going to say one of my favorite things are the little dart frogs. We have 3 species of tinks. Of course, these are the blue ones, which are the Azurus. And then we also have powder blues. They are unbelievable animals. I tell you what, I just get such a kick out. I'm surprised how excited I am about frogs every single day. This is an animal that I really love on display because it's just such a bright and beautiful snake. And this, of course, is an albino carpet python. I mean, look at how amazing that animal is. Ooh, doggy, I love it. Here's an albino Kunisar Island rat snake. Look at how crazy cool that animal is. And again, I think that those bright yellows just make for a really good display animal, and it's always out, so you don't have to kind of look around and try to find it. This is a weird animal where it doesn't seem to ever hide. It's always kind of right out in the front of the cage, which makes it awesome for the zoo. So I'm on the side of the highway somewhere here in upstate New York. Been driving for about 8.5 hours. I hope that you guys are enjoying the zoo tour that I did for you guys. I thought it would be a good way to kind of fill the time while I am driving. We still have, I don't know, about 5.5 hours to go till New Hampshire, so back to the zoo tour. This is a tricky one here. This is actually an Amazon tree boa cage. You can see it has all kinds of branches to hang out in, and this is pretty much where it stays all the time. I'm not sure why Amazon tree boas hardly ever seem to be up in the trees, but they always seem to just be hanging out on the ground regardless. His name is Lucky, and you can at least come in and see him. We have a couple cages of gargoyle geckos. Just look at how absolutely stunning these animals are. And again, you know, they really don't hide that much. They kind of hang out and people are able to actually see them. And we'll even take this girl out usually. I mean, she's not too bad, to be honest, when it comes to handling. She's not fired up right now. When she's fired up, she's really beautiful red. But again, she's a pretty cool animal and she doesn't mind being handled. There's Roswell, the alien gecko. And there's his spaceship. For now, we have a pastel piebald ball python on display. We may actually mix this up a little bit, and we might even put 1 or 2 other ball pythons because they're really good for taking out and letting kids handle. For now, this pastel pied has been doing amazing. Kids absolutely love her. So I don't know, we might put 1 or 2 more ball pythons in, just maybe even a little bit bigger one, so that we can kind of take them out and let the kids kind of enjoy handling, which is a pretty easily handleable snake. And of course, there's little Mr. Escape or Potato here. Potato, of course, the Centralian blue-tongued skink. Absolutely incredible around people because he doesn't really move much. He literally is like a potato. He looks like a potato, he acts like a potato, but everyone seems to love him and he is absolutely adorable. Of course, this is the new displays that are going to go up. Probably this week we'll have some animals that we're getting from Nerd, as well as some other things that are going in these racks right here around to here. And I had told you we're going to put an arachnid thing right over here too with some really cool spiders. We want some really cool kind of ornamentals that'll be great displays, but we also want a handful of them that we can take out and people can handle. Absolutely love this display right here. I just think it's super cool for this animal. And again, this is a mandarin rat snake that seems to always just kind of hang out on the ledges here, which makes for a really great display. So again, some snakes might look really cool, but they're always hiding. I want snakes that people can actually see, and believe it or not, for a mandarin rat snake, this one can come out and get handled and is really good about it. Here's the giant day geckos. They're absolutely great, and it's kind of a cool display because they're always kind of on the wall, so you can always see them. You know, here's one here, there's one over on the other side, and we have 3 of them in here. The other third's in here hiding somewhere, but they're actually really cool display animals. Of course, there's Chicken Strip hanging over on the wall like he's always right by that hot spot. Every now and then he'll come down, he'll kind of chill out. Again, we've been working with him a lot, and he really is chilling out a little bit. Every day we'll keep handling him, and hopefully he'll continue to get better. But people love coming in and see such a rare animal like an albino Nile monitor. Then there's Artemis Prime here. I tell you what, this dude is high energy, loves to feed. I do a lot of feeding while people are around because he's just so fun. He'll jump around, he'll go crazy for food. So Artemis is super cool. Here's Darwin, the Centralian carpus cage. He absolutely is a great animal too. And again, an animal we pull out a lot because he's really good to handle. Big Bertha the Leachianus is in here somewhere, but honestly, I can't seem to find her. She's probably hiding right up in that little crevice up there. And then, of course, the rhino rat cage here. I tell you what, this thing is a cool animal. People are always tripping out about it, going, oh my gosh, it's so bizarre. And thankfully, this one is super handleable. So he comes out quite a bit. But again, we keep him to maybe a 10 or 15 minute maximum handling so that he doesn't stress out. Of course, here's Joker, the scaleless Texas rat snake. And it's cool because people come in and go, what is scaleless rat snake? What is that? I've never seen a scaleless snake. And then they touch it and they feel how weird it feels. And it really piques their curiosity. So Joker is awesome. Chunky Monkey, the African bullfrog. Here's the black-headed python cage. Here he is hiding right back there. Then there's Verde the anaconda. People love her to death, and she's starting to go into shed, and she's still an absolute sweetheart. And a lot of people have asked, like, what's going to happen when she gets big? Trust me, we'll make accommodations for her as she gets bigger. Each time she grows, we'll get a bigger cage, and eventually we'll just figure it out. We've got a ways to go, because she's still just a little tiny little dude, but I love her to death. And it's so cool for people to actually hold a green anaconda. Hypo-Honduran milk snake. I've said this a couple times recently. I love this cage. This is actually an Okatee corn snake right in here. And when I attached this piece of cork on here in the middle, I was hoping that it would go up and hide in it, and it literally spends almost all its time in there. How freaking awesome is that? But thankfully, it's a really handleable snake, so when someone wants to hold a colubrid like a corn snake, it's a great snake to take out. This is a cool cage because these are Vietnamese mossy frogs, and there's 6 of them in here, but yet you could hardly find maybe 1 or 2. Let's see, 1 is right there. 1 is up on this corner over here. I can't really find any of the other ones in here. They're here, I promise you. But their camouflage is so amazing, it literally is almost impossible to find all 6 of them. There's probably no snake that wows people more than my girl Perdita, the cow reticulated python. I mean, people come in and are just blown away like a Dalmatian snake. I just think that as she gets bigger, it's gonna be even more impressive, but she is such a sweetheart. And again, she wins over so many hearts of people that have come and visited the Reptarium. This is actually a leopard gecko cage that we're gonna be selling at Reptile Prime. The thing I find interesting is look right up here. That animal literally climbs the wall and hang out here. They hang on all of these little crevices. We've got a bold bell, we've got a super snow, and then a max snow up here. They seem to do well, and they absolutely love all the little crevices that are all throughout this cage. I've made mention how much this is one of my favorite cages. Of course, this is an emerald tree boa that my friends Desiree and Forrest ended up giving me to the Reptarium. It has this beautiful waterfall in it, just a great feature. I don't know, I could sit here and look at this cage all day. Then, of course, there's Tazzy, the Argentine blue tegu. I tell you what, he is absolutely incredible. And again, I could take him out around kids. I know I can trust him. They just love petting him. It's such a cool thing. And to think that he's going to get probably almost twice this size, it's going to be even more impressive as he gets older. I have to say, I'm a little surprised how many people that come in and specifically ask to hold Helen. I think it's awesome. I'm so excited about it. And she's done exactly what I thought she was going to do. Give me an opportunity to talk to people about disabilities and all that stuff. So Helen has been a hit. And one of the things I think is really amazing is she climbs like crazy on all of these terraces. I just assumed she would stay on the ground, but she's always on one of these ledges right here. Then there's what I call the yin and yang cages, the leucistic Texas rat snake and the Mexican black king snake right there. Sunny, the sharp albino boa. Macklemore, the Macklot's python. Of course, there's my buddy Nova, the frill dragon. What's up, Nova? What are you doing? He's awesome. If I had any complaint, it's only the fact that he never frills. Everyone wants him to frill up, but he's just so docile that he never frills. And then, of course, there's Sunrise, the animal that really people love to come and handle. She's out almost all the time because she really tolerates handling, and I say she actually likes it. I didn't show you each and every cage, but I showed you the vast majority. I have a few surprises here and there, and we're always adding new stuff. You know, I'm wondering where I'm actually at right now while I'm driving. I'm imagining with a 14-hour drive, I'm getting pretty bored right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to Real Time Brian and hope that you guys enjoyed this cage by cage zoo tour. Welcome back to Real Time Brian. We're somewhere in the Boston area. I think we have about an hour to go. And we made it to this is home for the night. I mean, look at this place. New England is so awesome. I mean, you aren't going to find a hotel like this anywhere near us. I mean, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And it turns out that I booked the hotel for tomorrow night, not tonight. So we don't have a room here, but fortunately they're very, very nice here, and it looks like they're going to try to accommodate this. So, oops. So of course I'll end the night of touring the reptile zoo with a tour of my room. Take a look at this. Is this freaking cool or what? I mean, you don't see hotel rooms like this very often. I mean, it's just cool. Look at the beds, they're awesome. Got this like cool cubby over here, the bathrooms over here. I'm loving it. So I am definitely going to get some sleep. Tomorrow we head over to NERD, New England Reptile Distributors, with my buddy Kevin McCurley. We're going to pick up some cool animals, see some amazing animals. It's going to be a great adventure. Cannot wait to share it with you tomorrow. As for now, I'm going to end the vlog and wish you guys an absolutely amazing day, evening, whenever you happen to be watching. As always, your support means the world to me, and I truly do love you guys so much. Can you do me a couple favors before we get out of here? Can you smash that like button? Turn those post notifications on. Make sure you leave a comment down below so I can read about you lovely people. Be kind to someone, and I promise I will see you guys tomorrow.